Hey guys, if you're new here, my name is Jennifer, owner of Citrus and Willow Skincare and Citrus and Willow Advanced Aesthetics. And today I'm going to go over a thorough skin analysis with you with a new client. So let's get started. Hi, welcome to Citrus and Willow, Claire. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Have you had a chance to fill out your consent forms yet that I emailed over?
No.
Oh, that's okay. I'm going to have you have a seat right here, and I'm going to have you fill out those consent forms. Okay, guys, I want to explain what I do before I get my client in the bed. While my client's getting undressed, I go through all of their consent forms and see if there's any contraindications or anything that I need to be aware of, such as medications or allergies. If it's a first-time client, I always recommend explaining to your client how to get undressed to be able to have the facial work in your favor. I always tell my client to get undressed from the top up. They can leave their bra on if they like, but I always ask that they pull their straps down, and that way their décolleté is free and their face is completely clear, taking off all their jewelry as well. Some facials include hand and arm massage, so I always reiterate the fact that a client needs to take off all their jewelry, including their watches. A lot of people use Apple watches now and they keep them on all the time, so it's nice to remind them to take those off during the facial. If a client comes in jeans, you can tell them to undress completely so that they have full comfortability. Then I come over to the client and make sure they're comfortable and check the bolster as well, and then I'm ready to start my facial. Once my client is comfortable in the treatment bed, before I even wrap their hair, I wash my hands before I put my gloves on and start my treatment process. Now that I've gone over my client's consent forms, this is my first time seeing this client, so I want to set myself up successfully for a skin analysis. I always perform a skin analysis on all my clients, no matter if they're a new client or they're a regular client, because in the weeks in between appointments, their skin can change. And I always recommend that you start with the first cleanse, whether they have makeup on or not. I'm gonna start with the Face Reality Ultra Gentle Cleanser. As I can see my client's skin, even before the skin analysis, I'm looking with my naked eye. She does have some breakout, so I am ready to go forward with my first cleanse. I've picked a cleanser that's going to be really foamy and gentle for all skin types, and it's gonna thoroughly break up any oil and debris on the skin so that I can do a thorough skin analysis. My client today came in with no makeup, so I was able to do one cleanse to thoroughly cleanse the skin to prepare the skin for the skin analysis. If a client does come in with a full face of makeup, I highly recommend you do double cleanse first so you can get a thorough skin analysis, and then maybe go into a third cleanse with a targeted cleanser, or you might not have to based on your skin analysis. This is where a magnifying lamp comes in super handy to get a thorough skin analysis. Now I start on the skin analysis, and in my skin analysis, I'm gonna be looking for several things. The first thing I'm gonna look for is fine lines and wrinkles. Does my client have any fine lines and wrinkles? My client here is young, so she really doesn't have any fine lines and wrinkles that I need to be concerned about or target today. Then I want to look at her pore size. What is her skin type? Is she oily? Is she combination? And this client for sure is combination. She has a pore size that comes out to the outside of the eyes, and she has some blockage in the T-zone. So definitely a combination skin type. She's definitely not dry. She's definitely not normal, but she's not on the oily side. Once I've figured out her skin type, now I'm going to figure out if she has any skin conditions. So any type of pustules, papules, any type of redness, if they have telangiectasia, Cooperose. This client has very gorgeous skin with some pustules and papules that need to be taken care of. And with the combination skin type, I am going to treat her skin more like an acne type facial. After I've checked for skin conditions, I know where I'm going to go. I'm also going to double check a few other things. What is her hydration level? Is she stripping her skin? So I'm going to check with my finger and just gently push up at the bottom of the chin and see what her skin looks like here. This client is very hydrated. I don't see any fine lines here that show dehydration, and it doesn't look like her skin is stripped. If her skin is stripped and her pH balance is off, you will know because her skin will be really shiny. It will have this slick film of shiny oil on the top, and it will look like it has erythema, and the skin will look damaged. With my client here, she does not have that issue. She's not dehydrated. I found some papules and pustules. We definitely have some blackheads, and her skin is combination. That's where we've gotten to so far. Next, I'm going to check her thickness. So I want to know what her skin can handle. If she has thin skin, you're not going to be too aggressive. If she has thicker skin, you're more than likely going to be able to use an aggressive treatment on your client, making sure that you're careful, but it will help you reach your end goal a little bit quicker. So my client has pretty thin to medium skin. So she's young. I know that we don't have any harsh skin conditions, and even though her skin's a little thin to medium, that's just probably her genetics. And so I'm able to decide what treatment plan I'm going to go into. Now is the time to talk to your client about their at-home care. You want to make sure before you go into your treatment that your client's not using any harsh ingredients. Although they filled out the consent form, sometimes the client doesn't know about harsh ingredients. For example, a retinoid. Maybe they don't know that they're using a retinoid. If they've used a retinoid within the last 72 hours, you definitely don't want to do a peel on your client. It's going to be too aggressive. The next thing you want to do is thoroughly check the client for any skin disorders or diseases. I cannot express enough how important it is to keep up on your skin disorders and diseases. We literally are the first line of defense as estheticians to refer to a dermatologist. And as myself, I've had breast cancer, and I cannot explain to you enough, although it's different than skin cancer, but it is a serious disease. So you want to be their first line defense, and you want to be there to help other people. So if you see anything that's questionable, have a dermatologist that you work with that you're able to refer that client to. Although I want to reiterate that we cannot diagnose a client, but you do want to be able to know your skin disorders and diseases so that you can refer to a dermatologist just in case it is something. Now that I feel I've done a thorough skin analysis, I've spoken with my client about their at-home care, I am ready to go into my second cleanse, which is the targeted cleanser, and then go forward with my treatment that I feel 100% comfortable about that will help my client with what I have discovered during my skin analysis. Make sure you ask your client as well what they want to accomplish during their treatment. Is what you're doing meeting their skin goals as well? I hope this video was helpful for you guys on the process of a skin analysis. Let me know if you'd like me to go more in depth on the consent forms. I can't tell you enough how the consent forms protect you, your business, and your client. I'd be happy to go over those. I'd be happy to go over more detail as well on this skin analysis. Let me know in the comments what you liked. Let me know what you want to hear about next. And if you have any questions on this video in particular, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and let us know in the comments below what you want to hear next. We love helping other Esties. That is our goal with this channel. So press that like button, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.